Chapter 46. Speech. Speech is the most sociable of all the attributes of man. It raises him above the beast and reveals his heart to a friend. Make yourself a craftsman in speech, and in a contest of words you will become the victor. The master is deft of speech, while the servant is clumsy. High rank and skill in speech are inevitable companions, but to a hasty-tempered or irresponsible man, the gift of the golden tongue is like a sharp sword in the hands of a madman. The tongue is the mightiest of weapons, and fair speech wins more battles than fighting. It is also true to say that without speech there would be less strife. To speak well, you must speak honestly and from the heart. A dishonest tongue is a traitor within your walls, which will betray you. An inconsistent tongue leads among many devious paths, and you are lost. If you say a thing in one place and contradict yourself in another, you will be wanted in neither. Your testimonies should at all times and in all places support themselves. Speak quietly and to the point. Conserve your words. The weakling is a mere word-wasting tongue-wagger. Be not like him. Speak firmly and to the point, graciously, without malice or ill feeling. Consider carefully your choice of words. One capable of two meanings issuing from your mouth without thought and being repeated elsewhere may turn men against you. The tongue has overthrown many men and brought them to ruin. The tongue has built a prison for many men. Many words batter down the gates of content, and regret enters, but silence will never betray contentment. In silence there is safety. A closed mouth safeguards tranquility. If accused by a liar, return a firm answer, remembering that he will also be a coward. His falsity will bear him off. Fine speech flows not from the places of instruction alone, nor is it the prerogative of the wise. Wise. It may be found among men who carry water, or the woman who sits at the grindstone. An abundant supply of words is not enough. Like a necklace, they must be strung together in harmony and grace. Converse with the ignorant man as well as with the wise one, for wisdom is not wholly in the keeping of the wise. Does a physician learn from the sick or from the healthy? If you encounter one who displays better craftsmanship in speech than you, do not set yourself up against him to contest his words. Show your discretion in silence, bearing in mind that in many cases silence is more effective than a bombardment of words. Then, too, if you remain silent, men will credit you with greater ability and say, had you spoken, he would have overwhelmed and his argument refuted. There is a time for talk and a time for silence, and wise is he who knows the difference. He who speaks when he has no argument confounds himself, but if he remains silent, men may say he might have had a case. Speak not until you have full understanding of a matter and can explain it even to he who knows more. In matters close to your heart, never fear that you will be lost for words, but if the heart be wrung, the mouth will open in elegance. Even a dumb man makes a noise when kicked. When you have nothing to say nothing. Never lash the air with your tongue. He who speaks for the sake of hearing his own voice has an audience of one, and he is a fool. Applause is a spur to the real man, but an end and aim to the foolish man and weakling. Better the silent acclaim in the heart than the outpouring of noisy applause. A loud mouth discloses an ignorant heart. The babbling man destroys instructive conversation, for it is overwhelmed and swept aside in his torrent of words. The ear becomes weary with listening and closes itself in sleep. Even the humble hen fowl is more productive than a babbling man. It lays an egg before it cackles. A large outflowing of words is followed by regret and disquiet of heart, but beside the still pool of silence there is tranquility and safety. The unthinking man gives full rein to his wayward tongue. His speech gallops away out of control, and he crashes at the hurdles of foolishness erected by his own words. Let wisdom be the sentinel guarding the exit from your mouth, that no demon formed of words may escape to destroy your peace. If you speak with the headman. Choose your words with care. If your counsel pleases, he will remember you when others seek promotion. Never give misleading evidence before the judges or speak in a manner which may lead to misinterpretation. If your neighbor lay fettered in a place of confinement because of your unruly tongue, his shade would haunt your bedchamber. Fine words are out of place on the lips of a fool and lies on those of a governor. A falsehood spoken by a lowly man is less wicked than one told by a man of position and estate. Even a fool, if he keep his mouth shut, may appear wise. The slow-speaking witness speaks firmly and frames the speech in truth. He who speaks with haste leads his tongue towards falsehood. Truth is burnished by the cautious tongue, and his careful winnowing of words absolves it from error. Avoid the lewd speech of ignorant men, for this is the consolation of slaves, even as lying is the refuge of the servile. Abusive words should never be hurled against those who stir you to wrath, for always they will return like echoes from a cliff. Become a craftsman with words, that your tongue may command products of intricate splendor and power, which will confound your adversaries and raise you to the utmost heights of eloquence and set you above the multitude.